Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at another product from the Forte series line by Costa. Last time we took a look at the hairstyling cream and we saw that it was basically a medium product all around. We had medium control, medium strength, medium hold, medium medium hold, medium strength, as well as low shine, and overall just it worked well for my hair, but at the same time it didn't, just because it didn't last the whole day. However, if you guys did have shorter or medium or just basically less styled, or I guess less of a need to like style your hair very differently from what it is naturally, then that could probably work pretty well. It cleans things up pretty nicely. But for me, I do need a stronger, like in every sense, like a heavier, stronger product, just because my hair falls flat, it's wavy, and I'm trying to pull it back and make it a little bit straighter. So a lot of things kind of contradicting the natural state of my hair. So today we're going to be taking a look at a product that does promise to deliver like a stronger hold. We're going to be taking a look at the Forte series pomade. So if you guys take a look at the descriptions of each individual product, we'll see that essentially everything is the same, minus the shine, and I guess not everything is the same, but the shine and texture on the pomade itself is a lot stronger. We see that the hold is a 2 out of 3 as well. We see that hold on both products is a 2 out of 3. The shine on the pomade is a 2 out of 3 instead of a 1. And then the texture is going to be 2.5 on the pomade. So I'm excited to see what that can do for my hair. And essentially we'll just be doing this usual product review. Take a look at design of the jar. It's not going to be too much different from the last review. Initial application process, how I feel about it initially, and then we'll get throughout the day and see how kind of it does. And then finally, I'll give you guys my final thoughts on it. So let's go ahead and look at the design of the jar. Similar to our last Forte series product, this one comes in a black cardboard box instead of the white. We see that the product labeling is all on this box mainly. We have the word from Costa, what's the Forte series pomade, a description about what the product kind of holds or is promised to do. 2 out of 3 hold, 2 out of 3 shine, and then 2.5 out of 3 texture. We have how to use step-by-step like instructions as well as the ingredients. So everything is essentially on the box, which makes the actual product pretty limited in essentially design, which makes it a very clean presentation. We don't have like much print all around. We only get the name of the actual line as well as what the product is. Another thing to note on the actual box itself, there's tips on how to use pomade, or specifically this product in general. It's pretty general for most products. To have complete control over your look, start off with a nickel size amount. For extra hold, basically just add more slowly, bit by bit, and then work it to how you want it. So we see that it comes in a 3 ounce or 85 gram plastic container, matte black, everything's printed on. So that's a very nice touch to finish things off. Opening the actual product itself, we see that it comes with this plastic seal, kind of keeps everything from drying up, because obviously water will escape. If you guys have experienced that on other products, that's pretty much kind of what happens when the product dries up and it contracts and you can like spin it in the jar. But when we look at the actual pomade itself, you see that it's a little bit greasy, but at the same time very similar to the cream itself. Soft, but there's a little bit more resistance, so the actual weight of the product is a little bit heftier than the hair cream. Scooping it out, you see that it comes out pretty like not solidly, but like more cohesively than the hair cream, where it kind of gooped out in a way. So let's go ahead and start with that amount, and then we'll see what we get. Spreading it out, very reminiscent of just a very light water, or not water base, a very light oil base. A little bit sticky to the touch. It does spread pretty clear, so in a way you're gonna know it's gonna be oily. There's no sense of tugging or pulling just because it is fairly quote unquote a wet product. So that kind of provides like a little bit of lubrication as you apply it. So no need to worry about your hair getting destroyed like if you were using a clay or something. So I'm gonna start with 2 scoops and see what we get. So typically my experience with products that feel this oily, your shine is gonna be a pretty medium to high shine, just because that's characteristics of having that much oil in a product. So slickness, I can kind of tell it's definitely there. Let's go ahead and use a comb to clean things up. I feel like having a slicker product kind of warrants the use of a comb. Start with the wider tooth side of your comb just to avoid any kind of tugging and pulling. Once you get through all that, do the flipperoo and clean things up. So I'm probably gonna apply another half scoop just because things do feel very light in my hair. Off the bat, the 2 scoops do provide a medium to high hold. The product does feel a little bit heavy in the hair, so I feel like that kind of contributes to the hair being able to kind of settle back. We have a good amount of slickness. I don't see a lot of or feel a lot of strays, but that could be very different from what I see. So let's go ahead and apply another scoop just because, as you guys can see, things aren't held as essentially how I want it. So let's do another half scoop, see what we get. So right now, this product is performing like a light to medium oil based product. I do hope that adding this half scoop will give me a little bit more control and like a little bit more firmness on the hold itself. Because right now things do feel very soft. Could be beneficial for some of you, could be not. For me, I do like to have products kind of harden up a little bit as you get through on the application process or like even throughout the day. But I think this is all we're gonna get right now. So always have a towel handy. Cool. Let's go ahead and style and see what we get. So just doing the finger comb, you guys can see how slick the product is. We get a pretty solid medium to high shine. Texture wise, I'm not sure what scale they're rating their texture on. From our scale and like how we've been kind of describing texture is just how things can be easily separated from your hair, kind of giving it this like separated kind of look. I feel like their texture could be defined as like the comb lines. Yes, you're going to be able to get a lot of comb lines just because of how slick this product is. It's kind of, or it's going to form into whatever shape like you're combing or whatever you're using to comb your hair. So for example, if I'm combing my hair with my fingers, I'm gonna have like pretty much wide gaps throughout in terms of texture. With the comb, the wide side of the comb, you're gonna have finer lines than your fingers, and I guess in a way that does create texture, but at the same time it doesn't create a lot of separation just because of how like slick this product is. And then if for the final, I guess, comparison, welcome to my lecture. So it does respond pretty well in terms of like forming into the finer lines. I'm not getting a super strong hold. It is a 2 out of 3, so it is a medium hold again. And in terms of performance, we do see that it's about the same as the hairstyling cream, but this one does provide a little bit more slickness and a little bit more weight to kind of have a more refined look, or just more of like a dapper kind of look. For me, I think I'm gonna have to settle with a just a finger combed kind of finish, because as you guys saw with the comb look, things weren't really necessarily sitting down very nicely. So this is what we get with the finger comb finish. Very slick, medium to high shine, very responsive in terms of texture. All right, so let's go ahead and get throughout the day and see where we end up. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up this review. So it's about hour 6 to 7 at this point. We see that the hair has shifted out of place a little bit. I'd say right now the like ambient temperature is on the hotter side. I think it's like the high 70s today. So the heat probably had a little bit to do with it, but at the same time, it's not super hot. So I wouldn't say that's like a factor to really consider. Volume we see has decreased a little bit. The hold doesn't feel as strong as it did in the beginning. I say it's definitely more of just a medium hold product. Maybe that was just from the stickiness or whatever was there in the beginning. Things did feel a little bit more solid. Right now, things feel very pliable and just very light in the hair, which means like things will shift out of place. So right now, let's go ahead and restyle and see what we get. So it's definitely easy to clean things up. I do feel that the slickness is still there. So super easy to clean things up if that's something that's necessary. Product remains like pliable throughout the day. It doesn't like harden up or get crusty in any sense. Kind of expected that it's like an oil-based product. It is advertised to be a water-based formula, and I am able to rinse it out like I'd say like 75%, but you're still gonna need to shampoo to like really get everything out. From my experience so far, the product itself is pretty oily, so I would constitute it as like more of like unorthodox water-based formula. So oils are definitely present. Shampooing is definitely necessary to wash everything out. At this point, the scent is gone. So overall, pretty pleasant experience. Not exactly what I was hoping for. I thought there was going to be a little bit more hold, but overall, still a very solid pomade. Presents a little bit of slickness, a little bit of shine, very solid medium hold. And with the two Forte series products I've tried, I feel like this is better suited for those with like medium to fine hair. For my type of hair, I feel like I need to continue the search on like more strongholds or heavyweight products, just because that's what my hair kind of needs for the style that I want. So there's a lot of variables to consider, but if you are in the market to try out like or have been eyeing these products, definitely on the medium to shorter hairs, I'd say this is very suitable for that. So overall, pretty solid experience. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.